You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Watch it in video format and subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Listen to it in audio format wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth. Like its Facebook page, facebook.com/Michigan Sports Truth. Follow it on LinkedIn and on Patreon at patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth. Also visit its website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast.code80x.me. Join its Spreaker Supporters Club for just $2 per month and donate to the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast for Autism on GoFundMe and know the truth. I'm Taylor Phillips, the hardest and most intelligent Michigan Sports Truth detective, and welcome to another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, which consists of hard criticism, hard stories, interesting facts, interesting stats, and the reality about all of our sports teams in the state of Michigan. If fans can't handle it, they should not comment. What I don't allow on the show: touchy-feely comments, weak excuses, whining, conspiracies, unfunny humor, overreactions, bullying, harassment, cursed delusions, solicitation, naive arguments, arrogance, and propaganda. This podcast is hosted by someone who has autism, which is me, and is not for entertainment purposes, but for educational purposes. Any views expressed do not reflect the truth about our teams. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the Red Wings once missing out on Steven Stamkos and Anthony Mantha in 2024. Some news on Red Wings defenseman Simon Edvinsson. More developing information on Dylan Larkin. The Tigers sinking in the standings after getting swept by the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. The Michigan State Spartans having their university hire their new athletic director. The Pistons and Jalen Duren situation, and the Pistons hiring Chauncey Billups as a new assistant coach. So let's get to it right now with a cold case edition of As the Wing Wheel Turns. According to Detroit Free Press beat writer columnist Carlos Monterez, Red Wings owner Chris Ilitch hesitated to attempt to sign star forward Steven Stamkos and former Red Wings forward Anthony Mantha, both back in 2024. Now, Carlos Monterez usually dishes out his horrible takes on the Detroit Free Press paper, especially online, and fans really don't ever agree with any of what he says, with anything he says, but he was actually reporting on real stuff on owner Chris Ilitch, Steven Stamkos, and Anthony Mantha, and he was right. Whether we like it or not, he was right. So, that being said, this is just another example of Chris Ilitch being Chris Ilitch. Chris Ilitch just mismanaging the front office, mismanaging the entire Red Wings franchise, mismanaging everything in both his franchises, the Red Wings and the Tigers, just mismanaging his money and everything else. Chris Ilitch has got to sell the Red Wings and the Tigers. He's just the puppet master, this evil puppet master, this bizarro puppet master of an owner of both professional sports franchises in the city of Detroit. And that's just bad for sports business. It really is. So that's all we have to say about that. Now for the offseason edition of As the Winged Wheel Turns. Red Wings defenseman Simon Edvinsson won't sign with the Red Wings until they hire a new general manager, which they haven't yet. I believe they're stuck in such a quite a such debacle. Now the rumor has it that Jeff Greenberg was mentioned as a consideration for the new general manager, which I am not sure about. That's all I have to say about that. But that's all I heard about it, about this whole thing. That's the only name that I've read as a consideration by the Tigers and Red Wings. By the Red Wings, actually. Just the Red Wings. So, with that being said, the Dylan Larkin watch on As the Winged Wheel Turns. Dylan Larkin might stay put in Detroit because the Red Wings can't make deals with any other NHL team involving him. The Wings, as we recall, want more than prospects. So the Florida Panthers couldn't get a deal done. The Minnesota Wild didn't want to provide more than prospects. The Vegas Golden Knights didn't want to provide anything. The Red Wings are looking for a first-line center, at least. They want to contend. So it doesn't mean that we should welcome Dylan Larkin back with open arms. Jim Costa of 97 won the ticket. Enough of this Barney the Dinosaur homerism touchy-feely crap, okay? Look, we already admit the truth that Dylan Larkin has no choice but to stay put, but does that mean Dylan Larkin, that fans deserve more of Dylan Larkin? No. Absolutely not. We've known that Dylan Larkin tried to quit on the Red Wings. And fans are going to boo him, of course, understandably. Rightfully so. And it's no wonder the Red Wings stripped Dylan Larkin of the captaincy, the letter C on his jersey, number 71. And that's all there is to it. Dylan Larkin, whether he stays or goes, has to learn discipline. That's the more important thing. So that's As the Winged Wheel Turns. Now the Tigers Tribune status update. The Tigers spiral back down to 7 games back in the AL Central and 3.5 games back in the AL wildcard standings after getting swept by the Kansas City Royals on the road at Kauffman Stadium. Right now, they're 61 and 69. They've lost 5 straight games. Wow. Their bullpen has been horrid. Their offense is starting to come back down to earth again. And right now, look at this. They got swept by the White Sox. They lost 2 of 3 at Pittsburgh to the Pirates, and then they got swept by the Royals. After taking 2 of 3 from the rival Guardians of Cleveland at home, which turned out to be a good start to their short 6-game homestand. And the Tigers return home against the Rays Monday through Wednesday, and then against former Tiger Tarek Skubal and the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. before heading back on the road to Minnesota at Target Field against the Twins. So the Tigers are just falling apart. They really are. The run differential is still 70 plus 73, but there's still plenty of time. I get that. But look at where they are now. 3.5 games back of the wild card. And 7 games back in the American League Central Division. So Tigers, at least the Tigers' possibility of even coming back to clinch the AL Central has shrunk even further. And the Tigers keep calling up more prospects like Andrew Sears. Who the hell is he? He got rocked earlier today in KC. Yes, it was another bullpen day, and that's there's no, yeah, that's only because Tarek Skubal and Casey Mize got traded, and that's a problem. Only for prospects, which even adds more insult to injury. And I thought the Tigers were not going to be sellers because they were very damn close to a wild card spot at least. They should not have been sellers. They shouldn't have. But unfortunately, they just didn't have the money to keep Skubal or Mize, I guess. But Mize didn't. Mize was not too expensive, unlike Tarek Skubal. So that's the Tigers Tribune. The Spartans span. Michigan State University finally hired former Western Michigan University athletic director Dan Bartholomae as their new athletic director. Bartholomae has led the multiple Broncos sports teams in Kalamazoo to multiple championships, including hockey, all sorts of other sports, MAC championships. That's why the Spartans chose him. And that's it for that. That's the Spartans span. And now the Pistons post developing story. According to ESPN NBA analyst Tim McMahon, negotiations between the Pistons and center Jalen Duren have been growing awfully nasty, quote unquote. And that tells us that Jalen Duren just wants even more money than any amount the Pistons can offer him, whether it's the max or not. As of right now, that's all we know at the moment. It does grow the possibility of Jalen Duren either taking a qualifying offer or just becoming an unrestricted free, just electing to become an unrestricted free agent from a restricted free agent, if you know what I mean. And Jalen Duren, as we recall, excelled in the regular season, but struggled mightily in the playoffs the last season. I was having a conversation with Rich Calkins, the longtime color commentator of Traverse City West High School Titans football and basketball on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY in Grayling. And by the way, I accepted the play-by-play role alongside him. So shout out to Rich Calkins and Up North Sports Radio, Blarney Stone Broadcasting, Jerry and Cheryl Coyne, by the way. Rich Calkins was talking about Jalen Duren. He says Jalen Duren's more of just a putback guy. He doesn't take too much jump shots. like he needs to be. And Rich Calkins is right. He really is. But it's still an example of why the Pistons hired Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot, as an assistant coach. Welcome back to Detroit, Chauncey Billups. The 2004 NBA Finals MVP when the Pistons five games swept the Los Angeles Lakers. Beat the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals in 5 games in 2004 to win the NBA title. And Chauncey Billups has been known as a perimeter 3-point shooter. And Chauncey Billups can reteach the Pistons the jump shooting basics, the basics of jump shooting. trying to make better plays and whatnot. Chauncey Billups can be like a secondary leader in the coaching staff behind head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. So that's a good hire. And Chauncey Billups, I believe, feels right at home in Detroit, back in Detroit. Feels right back at home. So that's the Pistons Post. Now, what did we learn? Chris Ilitch does not know how to run a front office as an owner of either the Red Wings or the Tigers. The Red Wings must find a new GM real fast before the regular season starts in order to sign Simon Edvinsson. Dylan Larkin may have no choice but to stay in Detroit with the Wings because they just can't seem to get a deal done to try to trade Dylan Larkin for real vital NHL players that can lead the Red Wings to at least a Stanley Cup playoff spot. Also, the Tigers are stumbling. What do we also learn? Michigan State University finally got its new athletic director. The Pistons and Jalen Duren are leaning farther towards a conflict, a contract extension conflict. And of course, welcome back Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot. He can try to help JB Bickerstaff lead the Pistons to possibly a deeper playoff run. So that's everything that we've learned in this episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe on YouTube at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos, turn on all notifications on the bell icon. Click or tap on live to find its latest episodes, view its shorts and posts, and give them all a like. Also, watch it live on Twitch and follow it on Twitch at Michigan_Truth. Listen to it in audio format on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and GeoSavin. On social media, follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth. Also on Facebook, Patreon, and LinkedIn. Its website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, code ADX.me. And if you want to contribute, join the Spreaker Supporters Club for just $2 a month and donate to the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast for Autism on GoFundMe. The goal is $2,400. Until the next episode, this is Taylor Phillips signing off. Stay on the lookout, stay aware, stay safe, and stay out of trouble. And just understand that I observe and detect the truth about sports in the state of Michigan, only for fans' own good and education, because the Michigan Sports Truth is out there. Ta-ta for now. Hit them with a hind. Power to the people. Baba Booey to y'all.
High-speed internet service provided by Cherry Capital Communications in Elk Rapids. Visual wardrobe prompts provided by Creative Embroidery of Cadillac. Statewide business endorsements go to Fox Motors, Candy Wall by Sukar, Great Lakes Art, Michigan Rustic Properties, Grand Traverse Pie Company, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's Adventure, Alpine Chocolate House in Manistee, Boyne City, Gaylord, Plymouth, and Sault Ste. Marie, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Grandpa's Mini Donuts, Rally House Michigan and Rally House Detroit, Tom's Food Markets, Beacon and Bridge, Fago Soda, Detroit Wing Company, Simply Delightful, JR's All-Star Haircuts for Men, Tropical Touch Spa, Main Street Rocks, G's Pizzeria, Wesco, 7 Brew Coffee, Gardner White Furniture, and BC Pizza. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to the Annex Detroit Nightclub and its Annex Angels, State Farm Insurance Agent Megan Simmons, the Daily Dough Pizzeria in Waterford, Papa's Pizza Clinton Township, Aroma by Lindke, Timbercraft Homes in Highland, Harbor House in Clinton Township, Health Choice of Michigan, 313 Elite Epoxy, Miracle Tax Lady in Southfield, Color Point Print in Troy, Busta Dogs, Lucia Landscaping, Cedarland Bakery in Dearborn, La Serre French Restaurant in Ann Arbor, Vibes Southfield, ANS Detailing in Troy, State Fair Supermarket in Ferndale, Stepping Stone Wellness Center in Plymouth, Play Sports Club Detroit, Buscemi's Party Shop in Waterford Township, the Vanguard Hotel in Ann Arbor, Realtors Kevin S. Bentley and Lindsay Gorman, Sean O'Callaghan's Public House in Plymouth, Geno Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mochi Nut Donut and Boba, Ostre Detroit, Peak Exterior Care, the Edo Ramen House in Southfield, the Great Lakes Crossing Mall in Auburn Hills, Empire of Detroit, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, the Union Barber Shop in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, Frothy Girl in Ortonville, Spot Truck in Dearborn and Detroit, Athletico Physical Therapy on Woodward Street in Ferndale, Detroit Pizza Company, The Blind Owl in Royal Oak, Brass Rail Detroit. Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. Reliance Pressure Washing, The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker PC, Northwestern Technological Institute, Green Lantern Pizza, The Pins Bowling Center in South Lyon, Impact North in Ortonville, Vitamin Shop in Auburn Hills, Legacy Family Dental Center in Dearborn, 350 Terrace, and Hodges Subaru. Local business endorsements go to Cherry Capital Communications in Elk Rapids, Hot Works in Portage, Nanla Burger in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo, Weston's Kewpie Burger in Lansing, Urbelli's Pizza in Kalamazoo and Portage, Harvey's Grill and Bar in Saginaw, Van Dam Custom Boats in Boyne City, Royal Kicks in Battle Creek, Port Huron Nutrition, Hamilton's RV Outlet in Saginaw, Anytime Fitness in Kalamazoo, Lucky Pro Wash, with multiple locations in northern Michigan, Original Mackinac Island Fudge, Mad Batter Bakery in White Pigeon, Boyne and beyond, Morris Richardson Real Estate in West Branch, Little Dipper Cottage Northport, K&L Creations in Manton, Upriver Pizza in Benzonia, Glen Arbor Construction, Freshwater Auto Spa in Kalkaska, Kingsley Lumber, Boyne Golf, The Outsider in Manistee, the Silver Dollar Pub and Grill in Roscommon, Toy Town of Cadillac and Reed City, the Landing Zone in Gaylord, the VI Grill in Suttons Bay, West Michigan Massage Therapist Emmeline. Visit zenwim.com, the B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Wexford Community Credit Union in Cadillac and Lake City, Jay's Sporting Goods in Gaylord and Clare, the Front Porch in Suttons Bay, Trout Town Tavern and Eatery in Kalkaska, the El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brindley, Fuel Up Nutrition in Clare, JNS Hamburg in Traverse City and Kingsley, United Food Service Solutions in Grand Ledge, Friendly Foodies in Alpena, the Asian Buffet in Cadillac and Traverse City, Ludington Meat Company, McBain Hardware, Bandry Home Furnishings in Cadillac, Houghton Lake, Big Rapids, and Traverse City, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen in Elk Rapids, Rogers Food Center in Lake City, Everett, and Reed City, Herman Hiss and Company in Bay City, Fletcher's Pub and Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, Coffee Beanery in Flushing, Merritt Speedway, Northport Pub and Grill, Northern Logistics, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Traverse City business endorsements go to Honest Eyes Optical, N Palliative In-Home Practitioners, TC Travel Long-Term Parking, DBAT Traverse City, Zen Massage and Wellness, Encore 201, Pop Excavating, Highland and Harbor, Northern Lakes Cleaning and Home Services, Suzek's Smoke Shack, Northern Trillium Company, Northwoods LG Barbecue, Downtown Vacation Rentals, Vautrubel Leather, Rovi Grill in Dearborn, Old Mission Culture Company, Archer Contracting, Intrepid Cycling, Moomer's Homemade Ice Cream, TC Man Cave, K1 Speed, Play It Again Sports, Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate, Yen Yoga and Fitness inside the Delamar Resort on Front Street, Firefly Kitchen and Bars, Traverse City Fun Running, Bergstrom's Burgers, Margarita's Grill, Wellbeing with Catherine Palms, Traverse City Comfort Advisor, by Comfort Center, Bayview Flooring, North Coast Golf Shop, Dockside Market, Anna Very Fine Foods, and Team Bob's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cadillac business endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Cadillac Habitat for Humanity, Cadillac Java, Allegra Printing, Pine Grove Recreation Center, Creative Embroidery, Michigan Coffee Company, Shaley Bear Creations, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social, Wildflower Bakery, Northern Star Event Rentals, Primo's Barbecue, Wexford Jewelers, Evolve Yoga and Fitness, Chunky Bear Coffee Roasters, The Truck Stop, Cadillac Lofts Apartments, Bigelow Supply, The Food Mafia Barbecue and Rolled Ice Cream, Evergreen Resort with Curly's Bar and Grill, G's Tanning Salon, 5-star real estate agent Stacy Zirkle, The Pine Sports Bar and Bowling Center, Pizza Plus, Chico's Taco House, Baldwin Family Healthcare, Blue Heron Cafe, The House of Hunan, Wexford Senior Care Center, Max Swings Indoor Golf, Beaner's Pizza, Cabernet Peaks, Burke's Waterfront Restaurant, the Cadillac Party Lounge, and the Sweet Shop. Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, Marty's Pizza and Grill, Tasty Treat, Lake City Log House, the Pearson Agency, the LC Tap House, Hutchinson Septic and Excavating, the Coffee Cup, It's a Denise Jewelry, To the Moon Bakery, Northern Auto Lab, Hammer's Pub and Grub, Shoreline Cafe, Rustic Hog Barbecue, Pancho Villa Mexican Grill, the AL